Okay guys, so here we are with another car. So I'm just going to show you the control of this car. So just come with me. I'm just going to show you the control of this car. Uh, we already told you nowadays we have different type of cars, different type of controls, and we will do our best to tell you and show you what type of controls you guys can see in different cars. So here we are with this car. So this is a newer cars nowadays that you guys will see. So the first difference between this car and the car that we just showed you in the video is that we have a push start engine button. You guys can see this one. Okay guys, so the first thing that you guys will see in these newer cars that we have this start engine stop thing. You guys can see this one right here. So to start the car, what you guys have to do, you need to hold your brakes down and you just need to press the start button. After you do this, your car will just turn on just like that. Okay, and now there are different control in this car. For example, you guys can see the transmission here. So you guys can see R, N, and D. So R is for reverse, N is for neutral, and D for drive. And P you guys can already see on that shifter. So when you guys want to park your car, what are you going to do? You're going to press P, and then you will engage the parking brakes. Parking brakes are different in these newer cars. We don't have those massive parking brakes that you guys will see in older versions. So nowadays it's a very cool feature. So what do you have to do after you put your car in P, which is parking? You're just going to press this button up like that, and now your parking brakes are engaged. And of course, when you are ready to drive, you're just going to release the parking brakes by pressing it down just like that. Okay guys, so before I move on and tell you about the controls of the car, I just tell you a really quick story I'm just going to share with you guys. There was a guy, who always had a car with a manual transmission. And I think most of you guys will be familiar with the manual transmission actually, where you change gears using the clutch. So what that guy did, he ended up buying a car with an automatic transmission, which is this transmission right here. So now he had a car only for a couple of days, and he called the manufacturer and he goes, "Hey man, what's going on? You sold me a piece of crap." And the woman said on the customer service, "Sir, can you please tell me what happened?" He goes, "My car works fine during the daytime, and at night my car won't start." Woman goes, "Oh sir, that can't happen. Can you please tell me what you do during the daytime?" He said, "Oh, during the daytime I use day mode, and at nighttime, I am trying to use a night mode, and the night mode isn't working." What a clown. By the way, guys, D is for drive and N is for neutral, okay? This is not a day mode or a night mode car. So please know the difference, right? So now there are a couple of other things that I want to tell you guys about this know your car thing. That there's another very cool feature that you guys will see on newer cars, which is auto hold. You guys can see this one right here. So what this thing does, when you guys stop, for example, at a stop sign or a red light, instead of keeping your foot on the brake, you guys can actually take your foot off the brake, and this thing is gonna hold the brakes for you, right? So you can rest your feet, so which is really cool. Now we're gonna move on, of course, to the wipers, the windshield wipers, guys. You guys can use it by using the knob which is on your right hand side. So there are settings. For example, you guys can see the windshield wipers are now on, and this is how you guys can turn on and turn off your windshield wipers. Okay, and now you guys can see this steering wheel also has some controls. For example, if you are making or receiving calls, which is of course, honestly, if you ask me, no recommended, but yes, in case if you have to make a call, you can make a call, you can receive a call by pressing this one, and you guys can see the volume button is there, like you can increase or decrease it, and there are a couple of other functions. Every car has a different function, by the way, and this is a horn that you guys can use. This is by tapping it. One thing that you guys will love if you guys are living in North America, in US, in Canada, which is the luxury of having a heated steering wheel, which is very cool, because in winters the weather is very, very extreme. So what you can do, if you guys see here, we have a function right here, guys. You can see the button right here. This is what we call heating steering wheel button. If you turn this thing on, the heat, your steering wheel will be really, really hot, and it will be really cool to actually drive the car during winter times. And once again, this is a really cool feature to have in your cars. And now the other thing that, guys, I will tell you about the car is the lighting. Then how you guys can turn on and turn off the lights, which is on my left hand. Okay, guys. So the other things that we have the heat and cold. Of course, in summer you need AC, and of course in winter you guys need heat. So these are the buttons that you guys can see it. So by using these arrows up and down, you guys can use AC or heat. For example, right now we are using AC. You guys can see that, and these are the things. The blue color represents cold, and the red one represents heat. So also we have this rear defroster things. When we have two different temperatures inside and outside, you can get the fog in your car or the condensation. So to get rid of that, we can use this rear and the front this thing, and this is how you guys can you can get rid of this fog or condensation in your car. This button right here, guys, this is what we call hazard lights. In case of an emergency, in case of bad weather, this is what we use. You can just turn it on, and this is what we say. This is a four-way flasher or a hazard light. This is what you guys can use as well. And other than that, this car also comes with heating seats, right? Once again, this is a really cool thing to have. So in case in winters, if you feel really, really cold, you guys can turn this thing on, and you will have the heated front seats as well. And once again, guys, this is another luxury that you guys can have in winters, because the winters are very, very extreme here in North America. Okay. And other than that, guys, this is just the media thing, the big screen that you guys can see right here. This is how you guys can control that thing. For example, you can go to you can have the navigation system, and different functions in the car. Every car has a different function, by the way. So you will know. Well, right now, the aim and the purpose of this video is just to tell you about the control of your car, in case if you guys need to know what is this thing for. For example, wipers, how to start the car, the shifter, and the parking brakes, etc. Now, the other thing, before we cut off the video, is this, that the rear view mirror. You guys can see this one right here, the rear view mirror, guys. This is very important. When you guys will be driving, you need to check the rear view mirror every 5 to 8 seconds. So I think this is pretty much everything that you guys need to know about your car. Okay, guys, so that was pretty much everything about this car. And I hope you guys will like the video. And we tried our best to show you the controls of two different cars. And me and Peter, of course, will be making more videos in the future as well for you. Yeah.
Well, there we are. I certainly hope you've enjoyed what we've shown you today, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.